Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Reimagining Rebellion. This is week 2, day 1, and the episode is titled The Comfort of the Cage. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. Camus told us to stay awake. This week, we find out why that's harder than it sounds. Not because we're weak, but because the cage is comfortable, and nobody warned us we are in one. Here's something nobody tells you about beliefs. They don't just shape what you think, they shape what feels safe. And safety, real or imagined, is not something the human nervous system gives up without a fight. Last week you started noticing things, beliefs that don't quite feel like yours, patterns that formed before you had any say in the matter, the quiet signal of something that doesn't fully fit. And maybe, if you're being honest, you also notice something else. Part of you doesn't really want to look too closely. And that's not a character flaw or a weakness. And that's not you failing at personal growth again. That's just biology. And here's the thing about cages. The ones that are hardest to leave aren't the ones with locks on the outside. They're the ones that are warm inside. The ones where the food shows up regularly. The ones where you know exactly where everything is and nothing surprises you, including yourself. George Carlin once pointed out that we spend our whole lives being told what to think, what to buy, and what to want. And then we congratulate ourselves for having opinions. The joke lands because it's true, and it's funny right up until it isn't. And the cage isn't a metaphor for something dramatic. It's just the accumulated weight of every belief you absorbed before you were old enough to question it. And here's the really uncomfortable part. You built it out of perfectly good materials and for perfectly good reasons. The beliefs that are hardest to question aren't the obviously wrong ones. Those are easy. You spot those from a distance and think, well, I would never believe that. The hard ones are the ones that kept you safe, the ones that helped you belong, the ones that let you predict what was coming so you could prepare yourself. Those ones don't feel like a cage. They feel like home. So when we talk about examining what we believe, this is what we're actually asking. Not, are your beliefs wrong, but are they still serving you, or are they just familiar? There's a difference, a significant one, and most people never ask it because the question itself feels like a threat, which, as it turns out, is exactly what we're exploring this week. Now, today's echo question is, what belief feels so obvious, so natural, so simply true that you've never once thought to question it?